Chosen its targets in Gaza today selectively, but with devastating effect. Across Gaza, the homes of at least 7 Hamas military officials were hit in massive explosions, regardless of who may have been inside. Israel repeatedly described its attacks on Gaza as surgical strikes. This was a family home in the heart of Gaza City, which was flattened in an airstrike earlier this afternoon. Several civilians have been killed, others are missing. Frantically, they dug for survivors, but no one could have come out of this alive. A senior Hamas official, Mohammed Dahlou, and his entire family of 10 were killed here today.
Sure. If Israel keep doing this with civilians, you will see more people die.
Israel is targeting Hamas officials it accuses of hiding among civilians. But the number of civilians, particularly children, being killed or injured in the airstrikes enrages Palestinian feelings even more. At this house in the north of Gaza City, a 1-year-old boy and his 3-year-old sister were killed in an Israeli airstrike. Just 2 of 20 fatalities of the conflict in Gaza today. Israel also hit 2 buildings where international and local media have their offices. One journalist had his leg blown off. Another justifiable attack, said Israel, because Hamas was using communication antennae on the roofs. No one knows when this will end, but more people were killed today than on any other day of this short, brutal conflict. Wura Davis, BBC News, Gaza.
Panic in Ashkelon as the air raid sirens go off once again. People here have seconds to find shelter. They're so close to Gaza. These vapor trails are Israeli interceptor missiles flying up to destroy some of the rockets fired from Gaza. But not all of them. This block of flats took a direct hit. The rocket smashing through the roof, damaging flats on 3 floors of the building. It struck just before 8:20 this morning. The owner, Irina, who's originally from Kazakhstan, was lucky to have been at work. She believes the only way to end all this is for Israeli troops to invade Gaza and level it, like the Russians did in Chechnya. Just nearby, we came across a family who decided they'd had enough, leaving town for somewhere further away from the Gaza Strip. But their mother is staying behind to look after their home here, despite all the danger. This is where one of the rockets landed here in Ashkelon. Dozens were fired into Israel today from the Gaza Strip, making it increasingly likely the government will decide to broaden its offensive in Gaza. This afternoon, Israeli Defense Minister Ehud Barak visited soldiers manning the missile defense system near Tel Aviv. At his side, the United States ambassador showing his support, but also likely calling for restraint in the hope a ceasefire can still be negotiated. Israeli troops and armor are already massed on the border with the Gaza Strip, ready to invade. Something the international community desperately wants to avoid. Richard Galpin, BBC News in southern Israel.